Hey everyone, I'm Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is going to be stripping the old finish off of these wooden frames. I gave this technique a try with the frame on the left before even trying to film, and I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to be taking easy off and a little wire brush, and I'm going to take 5 thrifted frames that I paid 99 cents each for, remove the glass, take them outside, and spray them real well with the Easy Off. I let the Easy Off sit on them for 30 minutes, and then take a wire brush and kind of scrub them, rinse them real well with water, and then spray them again with Easy Off for another 30 minutes. Repeat the process. I let them sit overnight, and as you can see, it removed the old finish. Now I'm going to be taking my modeling paste, and that's Master's Touch. I just get it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to take my palette knife and just randomly apply this paste. I'm going to get all 5 frames done and let this dry. The modeling paste will look like old layers of paint that has not been stripped off. I try not to overthink this part of it and just let the palette knife just skip over the wood and land where it lands. When trying this easy off method, make sure that you are working with solid wood frames. Once the modeling paste is completely dry, give them a good sanding and then wipe them down with a wet rag, and that's what you end up with. Next, I'm going to be taking the stamps, Christmas Wishes and Autumn Blessings, and I'm going to be stamping some music sheets that I'll be putting in the frames. So what I did was I went through and chose what stamps I wanted to use. Now here I have the red IOD ink, and this is my first time to use the red, and I really love it. It's a beautiful color. So I'm just going to get my stamp pad inked up and ready to go. I typed in on Pinterest free printable holiday music sheets and picked out a few and printed them at home on my printer. Once I printed them, I took my scissors and just cut around each one. Now these are 5x7 size, which of course you can print them whatever size you need. These stamps are so beautiful and so detailed. I had a blast doing these. This was such a fun project. Now just watch as I get everything stamped. And then next I wanted to do like some vintage ephemeral like paper ornaments with glitter, and that's what I'm going to be working on next, so stick around. Here for the snowman, I'll be using the mask to put over the snowman because I want the candy cane to go behind him. Whatever you want in the front, you stamp first and then mask it, and everything else will be like it's behind it. Here I'm stamping the little ornaments hanging from the top. And I just realized I never went back and drew the ribbons in for the ornaments. So before I seal the back of that frame, I'm going to have to go back in and draw my little ribbons or little strings the ornaments are hanging from. Now here I'm going to be taking the cardboard backings to the frames and a glue stick, and I'm going to attach each one of my pictures. This is a stamp pad from, I believe it's Ranger. I got it on Amazon. It's in the color Vintage Photo, and I'm just going to be going around the edges to give it an antique look. I forgot I did show this part. I didn't think I did. But here, once the modeling paste was completely dry, I take my sandpaper and just kind of smooth it out, and just it kind of brings some of it out, some of the wood show through, and it just helps with the aged look of it. Once this modeling paste dries, I'm telling you, it is on there. That stuff is really tough. Once I get it sanded and looking like I want, I'm just going to take a wet rag and wipe it down. That just helps clean off the sanding dust. I gave the glass inserts a good washing with some soap and water and let those dry completely. Then I put all my frames together, and I absolutely love these. They are so cute. Next, I'm going to be doing the ephemera. I wanted to hang like a vintage looking ornament tag on each frame. I went to the website, the Graphics Fairy, and printed all my ornaments I wanted to use, and I printed them on cardstock. And then just sat here watching TV one night. I did a fussy cut on all my pieces. I saved this little Santa just to show you. I just take my scissors and just slowly go around and get as close to the edge as you can. It doesn't have to be totally perfect because I will be putting glitter on the edges, and so that hides any imperfections. And let's face it, we want this to look old and vintage, so perfect is not necessary. Next, I'm going to be doing a coffee stain on all the pieces. The first batch I mixed up, you can see I tested it on some paper. I wanted it a little bit darker, so you just add a little bit of coffee. You make it as dark or as light as you want. Once everything is coffee stained, we need to let that dry before moving on. You can let it sit and dry, or you can use your heat gun, and that's kind of what I did. I just used my heat gun and just to speed up the process. Once that's completely dry, the next step is I want to add a little touch of glitter around the edges. I'm just going to be using what I have on hand that I got from Walmart. The silver is a glitter called Vintage. It's really pretty, really shiny. I'm not sure how that shows up on camera. I'm going to be taking my Aleene's tacky glue. Now, I've had this glue for quite a while. I don't use it very often. And so all I did was add some water to it and mix it up real well. It was a little bit too thick. When applying the glue on the edge, I don't try to get it just perfect, even or anything. I just kind of skip the brush along the edge and then dip it into the glitter. I'll be using both gold and silver glitter. And once I get everything done, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry really well. I set these all aside and let that glue completely dry. Now I'm going to start putting all my tags together. I have some of the little cardboard jewelry boxes that I'll be using in an upcoming video. But inside they have those little cotton-like pads. It's not cotton, I'm not sure what it is. But I'm going to be using part of that, and you just kind of break it apart, spread it, and it just adds just another texture between the two pieces I'm gluing together. So here I'm just going to be going through and putting my little vintage tags together. On this part, you can use whatever glue you want to use. Now that I have all 5 tags put together and the glue has dried, I'm going to be taking just my hot glue gun and I'm going to attach an ornament to the corner of each frame. Next, I'm going to be taking a little greenery sprig that looks like a Christmas tree branch, and I'm going to glue it under the tag ribbon. I want the ornament to look like it's hanging on a branch. I don't show this part, but to finish off the back of each frame, I'll be taking my Dollar Tree, the brown craft paper, and sealing the back of it for a finished look. Once again, this is the end of this project. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you all for being here. Please, if you like this, consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.